Hello, my lovelies, amazings, beautifuls, wonderfuls, and beloveds. You know your name, and I am Maggie. Thank you for joining me on this channel, and I really appreciate your support and taking the time to spend with me. What we have been doing on this illustrious channel, we have been going through Excuses Be Gone by Dr. Wayne Dyer, a nice slow crawl through the book. Now, why would we be doing this? Because it is a book on how to change lifelong self-defeating thinking habits. Now, there is a million and one ways to do, I hate saying that skin a cat thing, but there's a million and one ways to feed a cat maybe, or to dress a cat, etc. And so we're all in different levels of the spectrum. This may seem on a more basic level for some of you, but it's also, since we are helpers to the world, we are setting up the new earth, or it's a roaring 20s, guys. It's 20s again. But anyway, it's roaring 20s. 2020s plus plus plus. On that note though, like, I'm just saying that we're here to set it up, and if you even take one tool away from this book, it could change your life, and it could change the lives of those around you. So on that note, hit like, subscribe, and leave your very positive comments, because I would love to hear how this book is affecting you, or what you may be grabbing from it. Okay, so we're going to continue. We are in part 2, and we are in chapter 5. So part 2, chapter 5, the second principle, which is alignment. And we, of course, chapter 4 was the first principle, which was awareness. Now we're on alignment. So we're going to pick up where we left off. Okay, ready? Here we go. Ready? Okay. All right. Alignment is awareness in action. Alignment is awareness in action. This is the little subtitle in that this paragraph. So alignment is awareness in action. You may recall from the previous chapter that awareness is a representation of your highest self. The self that truly knows that it is a physical extension of the divine, the invisible source of all. So you are the invisible source of all, but you may be in the process of knowing this. So alignment represents movement into the state of awareness. Alignment represents movement into the state of awareness. Alignment is a verb. It connotates action, be it the action of literally changing old thinking habits so that they match up to your awareness, or the actual shifting of behavior so that you think or act as God realized excuses be gone being. Woohoo! Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, so let's do that again. Alignment is a verb. Okay, verbs are action words, right? It means we don't just stay in a passive state. We get into a moving, doing state. So it connotates action, be it the action of literally changing old thinking habits so they match up with your awareness, right? So your awareness is higher order values, or the actual shifting of behavior so that you think and act as a God realized excuses be gone being. Bam. Guys, as I read this book, I know a lot of us are Neville Goddard fans, and I just keep hearing Neville come through. So, as I've studied so many different teachers, Louise Hay has been a tremendous blessing for me. Ram Dass has been a tremendous blessing for me. Josiah Brandt, Brian Scott, Joseph Prince, Joyce Myers. There's a Cheryl Richardson. I honestly, Anita Morjani, Immaculée Elakabiza. And I've been blessed to meet a lot of these people, but I'm just saying that, you are a God realized being, and you want to come into that alignment so that you can full out play in this world in the highest order values to help upgrade the planet, to help upgrade all that's around you. And it's just an exciting time to be on this planet and to get to know you. So, if you don't know, now you know. Okay, let's keep going on. All right, when you become aligned, your thoughts are no longer focused on what you don't want, but rather on what you intend to manifest as a co-creator with Source. The best way to begin retraining your mind is to consciously think in aligned ways. So consider the following. Your universal source of being never thinks in terms of what is missing, do you? Okay, your universal source of being never thinks in terms of what is missing, do you? As Neville Goddard says, let's go into the silence. When you do go into the silence at a different time, ask yourself some of these questions. Number 2, it never thinks in terms of what it can't have or do. Do you? It never thinks in terms of what it can't have or do. Do you? 3, it never thinks in terms of what has never happened before. It never thinks in terms of what has never happened before. Do you? 4, it never thinks in terms of what others will think, say, or do. Do you? 5, it never thinks in terms of bad luck or the way things have always been. Do you? Okay. Every time you have a thought that extends to a conversation with others about what is missing, what shortages you have, your bad luck, what always has happened, how others don't understand you, and so forth, you're practicing a misaligned excuses mentality. But remember that your mission is to shift into the action state of realigning. That reminds me of a story I was told by a minister on Maui. So, because Dr. Wayne Dyer used to live over there. It seems that there was a family who had a very rambunctious 5-year-old, and the parents were deeply concerned that he might inadvertently cause harm to his new baby brother. So one night, while they looked into the nursery to ensure the safety of their sleeping infant, they overheard their eldest son ask his brother, "Would you please tell me what God is really like? I think I'm forgetting." Indeed, most of us have forgotten what our source of being is like, and it's particularly noticeable in the excuses we habitually make. What a beautiful story. As you go through your process to just remember that, like the Bible tells us, that if we want to enter heaven, we have to be like children. We have to be childlike. Also, like as you look around at the beauty and the magic of everyday life, which is just all around you in nature and everything that's you pushed out, it's just an amazing time to realize what a blessing it is that we're here. And that, you have so much more to give, and you have so much more to do, and that it's not a mistake that you're here in a time such as this. So just be encouraged. And I hope that something in this little reading lifts your day up and brings you joy. All right. And hit like, hit subscribe, please. I appreciate your support, and leave your positive comments. We are building this up. And I just thank you so much for being with me. Alrighty. You know what's next. Peace in. Peace.